Guys, it is Combasilia coming at you with a video in Clash Royale. I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading too much Clash Royale and a lot more Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes gameplay. Uh, Mostly, I sort of have a mixed audience right now. I have a audience which is the clan, uh, and I have an audience which is a combination of my guild members is what in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. It's a combination of my guild members, ex-guild members, and people I help out. So I sort of want to balance out the two. And right now, Clash Royale, because of like the current state of the meta, I'm just not super enjoying it too much. I do hop on for clan chest and I start grinding challenges, but also you have to understand that I'm just taking a little break from it. I'm still pretty active. I'm just not going super crazy. I'm more being active on donations, active in chat, and that sort of thing. So before I get too far in the video, I've already put a message out in my clan as well as some of the guild chats that I'm in, and that is I'm planning on doing a Q&A soon. So it would really help out a lot if you would like send in any questions you have for me. They could be questions about anything. Just keep it appropriate. Nothing inappropriate. If you do ask me anything inappropriate, I will not answer it in the video because I do believe I have kids watching these videos, and also at the same time I want to maintain a certain level of professionalism. So with that being said, I am going to be doing some challenge gameplay with this deck right here. This deck right here is not super good in my opinion. There was some talk. I think there was like a video, and this was a deck that one of like the pros were using. But you also have to understand that pros are a lot better than me. I'm not super good at this game. I'm decent. I wouldn't say I'm great. Other people say I'm fantastic. That's just because I don't think they have as much experience as myself. Um, with all that said, this deck is insane. If you want a deck that's just extremely fun to use, that uses the trash can legendary card, this deck is so much fun to use. If you don't have the Night Witch, you can use Electro Wiz. If you don't have the Electro Wiz, you could use you can actually replace the Night Witch with Goblin Gang or uh, Archers or Musketeer. Uh, there's a lot of substitutions you can make for the uh, for the Night Witch, but what you want if you don't have the Night Witch is that you want a substitution that's like a melee unit, so you can use the Knight if you want a little more defensive power. If you don't have the Night Witch, you want a melee unit or a range unit. It's sort of versatile. Just the Night Witch is one of those positions that would be a little difficult to fill if you don't have her. Um, if you don't, if you want a deck that doesn't have that is basically the same sort of concept, but without the Night Witch, I would recommend putting in guards in for the Night Witch, and then taking out skeletons and putting in either like stab goblins or goblin gang. Personally, I would go stab goblins. So you just take out the skeletons, put in stab goblins, take out the Night Witch, and put in like a knight or guards, and I think you'll be good to go. That's if you don't have the Night Witch, but this deck is insanely fun to use. You can make a lot of different variations off of it. I want to show you first a replay. This was a replay. It took me. I was recording another video, and then afterwards I realized I wasn't really super happy with the video. It was too long. But I think this first replay really shows a good match against this with this deck. So right now, I'm just gonna give you a little bit of insight behind the deck. So uh, I I'm a Sparky user. I've been a Sparky user I used to be a Sparky user. I was a Sparky user way back. I don't know. I think maybe a year ago. No, about a year and a half ago. I was a Sparky user. I was a big time Sparky user. I used a giant wizard guards pump. It was sort of like a Sparky giant beatdown deck, and it was actually it worked pretty good for me. I got the Sparky in Builder's Workshop, and that deck was able to get me easily through Builder's Workshop, up on through Royal Arena and into Frozen Peak. But then at that point, people started to have a little more experience with countering it. And this was also at the same time when this was before all the Zap nerfs, and this was also when the Ice Spirit was in Frozen Peak. So people were very, very good at countering it. But now, I'm sure other people have said this before, but now because of the release of the Night Witch, the Night Witch is taking the position of a lot of places that the Electro Wiz used to be, which was an extremely hard counter to the Sparky. So now, I think that Sparky, it's still bad, in my opinion. I just don't think it is as bad anymore. But I'm just gonna give you a little play-by-play right now. So this guy was actually this guy was pretty predictable, which was nice. I always had I didn't do this on purpose, but I always had my Mega Minion in cycle to deal with his balloon. And right here, I predict that his Electro Wiz is gonna go on top of my Sparky. I was even talking about it in the live battle. I was saying like, yeah, this guy's gonna drop an Electro Wiz on top of my Sparky real quick, and I was able to predict that. I do. Actually, no, I won't spoil it for you. He does go for a giant balloon push right here, and I am able to take it out. I did. There is a decision I decided to make here, though, where I sort of hesitated there, as I'm sure you could tell. I was sort of debating on whether or not to give him the tower, but I decided to give him the tower because I would just get the second crown because it's crown chest, and I just want those extra crowns. And I was thinking of my level 8 giant right here, and I was like, oh, all my giant needs to do is get one more hit. And I was like, oh wait, right, tournament standard. So now all I had to do right now is cycle and get the fireball. So that's a good game. And this guy had two different counters to the Spark. He had lightning. He could do the lightning log, which actually doesn't take it out. It puts it pretty low. And then he had Skeleton Army, Electro Wiz. But the Sparky didn't actually get one hit off on the tower. It was a defensive card, which is what the Sparky should be used for, in my opinion. It's a defensive card that could be converted to the counter push. Another thing about this deck is that you don't want to play super aggressive with it. It's more of a respond to what your opponent does. Okay, so my opponent's doing that. We're going to drop Sparky. Maybe he's going to do P.E.K.K.A. in front, or that may just shut it down completely. Ooh, good value on that fireball right there. So we are up. So I think we can do Giant right now. I think he's rocking a 3 Musketeer deck. You can drop something on the Sparky now, maybe? Oh, yes, let's go. Oh, that's the tower right there. We don't want to overextend here. That was a good push. He's extremely low on elixir. He's probably going to drop like Goblin Gang or something. Or he may have just given up. I don't know. Good game. That was fantastic. I knew he had 3 Musketeers. As you sort of knew, because these decks, when you play enough challenges, these decks start getting really repetitive and predictable. He should have waited for my Sparky to lock onto the tower before he dropped his 3 Musketeers, but that Sparky got so much value. It took out there was just so much value going on in that game. I'm sorry, I may be a little obsessed with that, but if you make such good trades like that, as you saw in that matchup, it'll make the match easier to win. So we're going up again. Okay, we'll just tornado this guy's hog. Okay, so we're up 4 elixir right now. So we're gonna do a giant in the back. See what he does. He may have Inferno. I don't know. Or Barbs. He may be trying to... I think I know what he may be trying to do right now. He may be trying to split push right now. Okay, that's decent value. Okay, well, bit of an over defense on his part there, but now he's going to have Hog back in cycle. So he's going to probably go Hog right here, which then I would just do this. Okay, we're going to have to rethink. So he... Okay, so I know how he countered my Giant. So he's going to split his Barbs again. He's going to go Cannon, Wizard. So we're going to have to get a little creative here. Ooh, he has Inferno. Okay. Well, we're just going to Fireball his Wizard in that case. He does have a low-level Inferno though, so we're gonna be able to outcycle his defenses. I don't know what that is. Still doing pretty good. Oh, hey. My video's up. Okay, so... I gotta say, like, these placements on his part are actually pretty good. This could be a spot right here where I can capitalize, and that's gonna give me the game right there. It's a good game. I mean, for having low-level cards, his placements were on point to counter my deck. It's just that if he had high-level cards, he probably would have put up more of a fight. But for what he had, he did very, very well. I mean, especially, I mean, I feel sort of bad, but also at the same time, I guess I can sort of justify it with the fact that I'm sort of playing handicapped. But that's nice to know that my upload's complete. So he's probably going to go Giant. I think he's running Giant on Golem right now. With probably Zap. I don't know. This will shut down anything. Except once you see this going down your lane, it's sort of... all hope of a push really sort of like goes away. Let's see if we can get some value with the Sparky. There we go. We're getting some value. And Sparky's going to get a hit because he's low on the lick. Okay, he'll still get a hit. Just... Jeez, that's Sparky. Keep going, girl. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to keep piling it on him. Oh, he's a level 8. Oh, now I feel bad. That's going to take his tower. See, I don't know. I can't notice these things like immediately. Like I didn't know he was level 8 like immediately. I just noticed that when I was like already attacking his king tower. I'm like, well, you know, this seems a little easier than usual. What if he gave up? But I mean, that Sparky was getting so much value there. It took out a Valkyrie. That's 4 elixir. It took out archers. That's 3 elixir. It took out spear gobs. Uh, it took out a musketeer. It was doing work. This is actually the farthest I've ever gotten with this deck. You know what? I take that back. This deck is OP, even though I have 2 losses. I don't even know how many. I'm not even sure if I have 2 losses, to be completely honest. Okay. So let's see what he does. He may. Oh my gosh, he's running this deck. Okay. Oh, I don't like this. Okay, this deck is okay. This deck I ran into earlier, and this is an absolute counter deck. He'll beat me. Right, I can already tell you that right now. Oh, I should have known he had Minion Horde as well. I have my Fireball ready for that. We're gonna ignore that. Save Elixir. Okay, awesome. He rocketed. We're gonna capitalize on that. Wait, he has Electro Wiz, doesn't he? Oh. Oh my gosh. Sparky got hit on the tower. Record that instance. It may not ever happen again. But what am I doing? I'm gonna take that tower, you know it. Oh, you better have something quick. Okay, good game. I'll take it. He should have rocketed the right tower so he can go to overtime, because then maybe he would have actually been able to beat me. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. Because what he was doing is that he was rocketing outside. I think he was trying to get the tower down too soon. What he should have been doing was saving the rocket for the Sparky, because then that would have completely taken my deck apart, because then I wouldn't have no counter to his I would have no counter at all to his P.E.K.K.A. And the only counter I have is skeletons and okay, what's he doing here? Oh my gosh. Well, that actually worked out pretty well. A little low on elixir. We're gonna have to. Can't ignore that. That's gonna do too much. That's gonna do too much damage. Oh boy, this is a bad start. Oh, we're playing bait. Okay, so he's gonna counter that with like a lumberjack or something. There we go. Yep, he's running bait. Okay, if they take out enough skeletons, then it should be good. If he's running bait, that means he's probably running Inferno. That could be a problem. There's that minion horde. Okay, well, yeah, I can't even. Pro plays with Basilia right there. You know, we're gonna throw the Sparky down just to see if that scares him at all. Oh, he's a level 8. Oh, okay. Oh, he missed the rocket. We're capitalizing on that. Oh no, I messed up on. Oh, okay. I almost messed up on that tornado. Use tornado to take out the skeletons. This guy's actually doing pretty well. I gotta say. I don't know what kind of stuff he's doing here, but he's doing it well. Thankfully, the games are really long. Okay, so he's probably saving up for Rocket right now. Okay, he got it. Ooh, come on, let's get to the tower. There we go. Not quite there for Rocket. Okay, this is a lot of this is difficult. Good game. Oh my gosh, for level 8, I mean, he really gave me a run for my bunny right there. Oh my gosh. I'm sweating. Oh jeez. Okay, so we're 8 wins into this with 1 loss. Oh, we're just gonna keep going. We'll probably stop after this one, because I can read this guy's name. So that means he's probably actually, I don't know. He's a no-life like me, who plays this game like in the middle of the night. So, oh yeah, that told me a lot. That tells me more. He's gonna go battle ram probably right here. I'm just waiting. See what he does. Oh boy, I did not expect that. I should have. He's running one of those decks. Which means he probably has Tombstone. Baby Drag, don't go in front. Dang it. That's gonna get on the tower. Honestly, the bandit needs to be nerfed, in my opinion. They did way too much to her. When they buffed her, they did too much. See, I don't want to go Sparky right now. The reason being that we could just do that. See if we can get it that time. There we go. It's not going to go in front. Okay, well played there. Okay, that's dead tower. Maybe. Nope. Nothing works out the way I want it to. Come on, let's go. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. That's okay. Good game. Oh my gosh, these graveyard decks have got me all sorts of paranoid. They're so scary to go up against. I'm literally sharing that. I'm sharing that right now. New meta deck. Oh jeez, what am I doing? I think the Sparky's the new meta. For the people who will get it, or the people who are like in my clan, because they know how much we trash this card. I think the Sparky's the new meta, because I mean I'm at 8 wins and I've only been using this. What am I trying to say? I've only been using this deck, as you can see right here. We'll go all the way to the beginning. What was right here? 1 win, 2 wins. That was a loss. 3 wins, 4 wins, 5 wins, 6 wins, 7 wins, 8 wins, 9 wins. So we're at 9 wins. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Didn't we beat a P.E.K.K.A deck? Could have sworn we just did. Oh yeah, that was the P.E.K.K.A deck. It wasn't the exact same, but it was close enough. So this is me to end the video. Sort of long one. I'm sorry about that. I just got sort of excited with this new deck, with the Sparky deck that I've been using. It's just so much fun to use. That's probably why I'm doing well with it. I don't know. So this is me to end the video. This is Combasile signing off. I hope you're having a fantastic day. And as always, I will talk to you in the next video.